Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 17, and welcome to Agri OC. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it as we get rolling. This is by Nick Sarko. This is one of the best maps I've ever played in 17. It's also, I think, the best map a lot of people have never heard of. And you let me know in the comments, but you let me know if you're familiar with this map. So this is going to be our fleet to start with. We've got a Fiat 180-90, and we've got a Unimog. The map is in France. I think these fit. Our Fiat is at 180 horsepower. Our Unimog is at 120. It's going to be difficult on this map, and this map, while we're talking about, it looks small. It's not tiny. The fields are decent size. It's you'll see as we get down there a little bit. It's not as small as it looks. It's the best way to say it. So let's start a bit of a tour, and I'll tell you how we ended up here. Oh, and I can also tell you that both these vehicles I did convert over to MR. So we're going to keep our MR methodology from, God, what is the other map that we're playing? The Western Shore. We're going to keep that going. We're going to stick with MR as much as possible. I really do like the feel of the tractors with MR. I like the weight. I just like the way they handle and respond. And I like the limitation it puts on us, that we really have to think twice about what kind of equipment we buy and use. But yeah, this is a fun little tractor. Right. So what happened? What happened to the Valley of the Old Farm? I don't know. I like to keep it positive. I do. I don't like to, there's enough negativity in the world. And you don't need to hear a lot of negativity on a gaming channel. And I'm trying to like 19. I've been trying to like 19 since it came out. We are going to see a little bit of flicker and stutter as we get the map loaded. And the thing about 19, I don't know. YouTubers, modders, map makers, there are some of them, not all of them, but there are some of them. They're constantly threatening to quit. That's it. I give up. I'm done. You're never going to see me again. And then the next day they're back to map making or modding or streaming or tubing or whatever it is. I don't want to be that way with 19. I don't want to constantly be giving up on 19 and constantly, talking smack on it. That's it, I'm done. I feel like we really have given 19 enough opportunities. And it's just a different kind of sim. It's a different kind of game. I tried it again with the Valley, the Old Farm. And I tried, so I'm driving very carefully. This looks like a small tractor. It's not that small, and these roads are kind of narrow. I tried it with Global Company, and Global Company is, it's not for me. Maybe there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm always willing to say, it's not you, it's me. So maybe it's just me, but Global Company really didn't work for me. It really, I don't know, it just didn't work for me. I was having a hard time figuring it out. I ended up at one point spawning a stack of pallets, like a giant stack of pallets, and had to deal with them and try to lift them up with the front loader. And the physics, the pallets are sticking to the end of the pallet forks. Hang on, we'll make a turn here, and I think this gets us out of the traffic. Yeah, if I remember this map correctly, a year later. So Global Company didn't work. The map itself, the Valley of the Old Farm, it's massive. It's not really our kind of map. I really prefer the UK style, type German map, a small German map, with the big spread out industrial type German map. It's not for me. It's just not for me. It's not for us. It's not for the channel. So we're going to try this map. And as I said, it's a fantastic map. I spent a lot of time in it in 17 before 19 came out. And it's a map that a lot of people have never heard of. And I think it's well worth playing. It suits our style. It's small. It's tight. We can stick under 190, 200 horsepower, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm very optimistic about it, and it is, as I said, it's an obscure map. It's a shame too, because it's a great map, and I will. If you're interested in downloading it, you can get it at Mod Hoster. I believe they have it. And this is V2.0 with seasons, as you see. And it is also We're also running the Sky Swap mod and the Sky Swap add-on. So we'll have some beautiful skies. Please pardon the flickering. We're just loading tiles and loading textures. And I didn't even think to do that as we got started this morning. I didn't even think to do that. I was so excited. Right. Check out this yard. Tight. This map, it's in France. I almost said it takes place in France like it's a movie. It's in France. It's a little different. I don't know that I've spent a lot of time on a lot of French maps. Right. So we've got, I don't know, this is the lower part of the yard, I guess. And God, I hope this Fiat can even fit through here. It's tight, man. It is tight. Right up here. God, I remember this map. I spent a lot of evenings on this map. I did. There's some vehicle parking right here, and we'll hop out, take a look at some other stuff. God. 17, man. It is... 17 won't let you down. It really won't. All right, so we hop out here. This is... Yep. Got a mechanized pipe there. That is our pipe to take grain. And then in here is where we drop grain off. Yeah. Some nice animations. A little bit of scripting. Close that. Right, that closes. Put this away. Right there. More vehicle parking over here. There's a vehicle wash. Nice. Comes with a sprayer. Yep, vehicle parking there. There's a pit here. Right there. And we've got a BGA on the farm. Very nice. And we've also got up at the top of the hill. This is 2.0. They swapped out between 1.0 and 2.0 when they added seasons and various other things. They also moved the pig area around. And that is going to be right up here at the top of this little lane. Right up here. And here are, yeah, more vehicle parking there. That's where our fields start, right over there, by the way. And we'll get there, if not this episode, then soon after. And here are pigs. Cows are out at a different part of the map. We'll head out there and take a look. Yeah, this is, if you've not seen this map before, I hope you are surprised and impressed. I hope right now you're saying, wait, what? Why have I not heard of this map? It is, it's a bit obscure. Yeah, this used to be, this other structure was not here in the original pig area. This has been added. So yeah, we'll get, we're having good luck with pigs on the Western Shore. So we may continue that. There are places on the yard for seed storage, and yeah, we'll sort it all out. It's been a long time since I've been in this map. God, it's a good map. I'm really grateful that I thought of this. Yeah. I was looking. I was trying to think of something that we could use to keep 17 going. And I thought about Coldborough Park. Somebody suggested Lone Oak. It's a fantastic map. Lone Oak is a really, really good map. It is, it's a map I've done on the channel before, and it is a bullet bill map. And those were the only things sort of speaking against it, would be that it's something you've seen before, and I don't necessarily want to have two bullet bill maps going at the same time. Right, so this is seed storage, I believe. Yep. That looks like seed in there, and then we pick it up from this pipe here. It's a little tricky. This pipe only triggers certain things, right? Like you can put it in a trailer. You can definitely put seed in a trailer, but I remember very often putting seed in a trailer and then dumping it out and using the front loader bucket to get it into a drill. Let's continue driving. Yeah, this is the yard. This is the main farm. Let's continue driving and head. We'll make an anti-clockwise loop. Take a look at some things around the map. Right. Back in here. Nice sound. Nice sound. I like it. Let's try it with the brake off. There we go. Much faster. I also noticed that both these vehicles say, no thank you to the AdBlue DEF mod. Don't need it. So they both predate AdBlue. If we go with a more modern tractor, we may see it, but it's possible that we will have 3 tractors on this farm, and none of them will be contemporary emission compliant. Good on us. Stick it to the man. Right through here, this is a water fill point. Yep, you pick up your water from the community. Did I mention it's a tight map? It is a tight map. It really is. All right. Right through here, there is... Let me see if I can find a turn for it, if I recall. Yeah, we get into it here. We get into it around the corner. There is an orchard. So there is some scripting on the map, but it's not over the top. I think it's just right. Up here, yeah, we can head up here. I believe this is the Compost Master. This tractor might even be a little too big. You think? Might be. I mean, we're making it, but it's a little snug. Yep, Compost Master is back here. Beautiful. And we will need to bring fuel from all the way across the map. You know what? Before we... Moment, please. Before we head all the way up and around, let's go back and take a look at the... It's one of the grain purchase points, and it's also just sort of the backside of the map. Yeah, I spent a lot of evenings on this map. I don't know how your life is going. I don't know where you're at in your life right now. Most people that I know, and certainly myself included, you have ups and downs in your life. You have good times in your life. You have times that are not so good. You have times that you want to last forever. You have other times that, yeah, okay, I'm done with this. Let's move on. This is not a good time in my life. I remember playing this map evenings during a time in my life, which was not the best time that I've ever had. And I think it speaks to the type of sim that FS17 is and the type of community that is involved with this sim. It's that kind of game, you know. And I know, I'm sure all around the world, there are a lot of different people that used a lot of different sims, you know, to get through a night that was maybe not so good. And it's any kind of sim, any kind of game you want. But, I don't know, something about 17... If you're having a bad night, there's something very, very therapeutic about firing up Farm Sim and just sort of taking a break. Right. We want to go up here and make a right, and that will take us. Yep, I can see it. That'll take us to that sell point. There's a couple of fields out there. That would be to the north, perhaps, out there to the left. Yeah, tight gates, tight lanes. We're going to have some fun on this map. It really does, that's the best way I can say it. It suits our style. Yep, and everything does close 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening. Yep, I mean, it is France. So we've got purchase point here. I think this is wool is over here. Yep, wool is right back there to the right. Potatoes and sugar beets right there. There is a fuel purchase point right there with a tricky trigger. Let's loop around behind here. Yep, fuel purchase point right there. It can be difficult to get the trailer into it. And I want to say just regular cereal and corn purchase over here. Yep, I remember it. Yep. I don't want to get sentimental on you. It's not that kind of channel, but yeah, I spent a lot of evenings on this map. All right, so we'll go right through here. Where are we at on time? 15 minutes, perfect. We'll head back the way we came. And in fact, no, it does not connect all the way through. There's a really rough passage. We would take a right here and then a left. There's a really rough passage to get back to some of the fields that are sort of back in the corner of the map. But we don't need to head back there now. And I do want to take a look for... I think there are geomods for this part of the world. And I'd like to stay as accurate as possible and use a geomod that suits this map And as far as crops, what we're going to grow, let's just let the map determine that for us. You know, as we're doing on Western Shore, whatever our animals need, whatever we can get in a timely manner to keep the flow going. Okay, so this little turn right over here to our left, sort of keep that in mind. We're going to come out there, and I can show you on the map. So if we go here, right, we're going to loop up around this way, try to get into that orchard if we can, and then we'll come down this little track and down here. There's no way to cut through from this part of the map where we'll not quite come out, but on our way back to where we are now when we come out here, there's no way to cut off from here down to the store. You have to go out south and then back to the west. It's not a bad thing. It just, I don't know, makes you plan a little bit. So you can cut up to those fields in the northwest corner. You can cut up there that way, and there's a way to get all the way through. But we're going to head up this way, the long way. Yeah, let me know what you think of this map. If you've played it before, let me know in the comments. If you've not seen it before, if this is your first time seeing it, I'd like to know that as well. I'm not sure how it flew under the radar. I think it's got everything we look for in a map. Not just since I started the channel, but our playstyle. I think a lot of us have a similar playstyle, and it is that kind of map. This is our orchard here. Yeah, there we go. So we've got what do the trees need? It's the basic orchard script. They need manure and water, but it has to go into the trigger at the base of the tree, and then the apple pallets will spawn at the base of the tree. And we've got, I think it's from Bergman, is the pallet that you need. Yeah, but we've got it, I think. One way or the other, we've got it. All right, so a little orchard here. And this is not going to be a big money map. We've got no loan right now. We've got 300K. Paid the loan down to 0, and we own these 2 vehicles. So if we do it right and we don't jack our loan, we should be able to make some money. We're not going to get rich. This is probably a hobby farm. Through here. I thought I was getting a small tractor when I got this. Not small enough. Right. Yeah, grass fields everywhere. And the fields are, they're irregularly shaped. We are running Courseplay. We're running all the realism mods and all the GPS mods and that sort of thing that we're running on Western Shore. It's more or less the same setup. We swapped out tractors. We swapped out the map itself. And look at this. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, I tell you. Here, and then as far as a combine harvester, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know what we're going to use. It's going to have to be something little, though. It's going to have to be small. And, let me see. Yep, sheep are going to be right up here. Man, this is like, I don't know if you've ever played a map a lot and then come back to it a while later. It feels like coming home, man. It really does. Yep, sheep right there. And do we have interactive markers turned off? Let's see. Interactive markers off. Okay, so that's coded in, and I may go into GE and pull those markers out. That's a bit of an immersion breaker. All right, so we'll make a left here, and I'll show you on the map where we are. We are right up here, all the way up in the far corner, and we just made the left, and we're going to head down to the next paved road, right down here a little ways. So we won't be using the big M on this map. That's what I'm saying. I said earlier, I always try to keep it positive. The difference between 17 and 19, man. I will, at some point, I will uninstall 19. Probably as soon as I get done recording this video. I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be a drama queen, you know, throwing my hands up. Oh, that's it. I've had it with 19. You'll never see me again. I don't want to do that, but I think at some point we will have to admit, I will have to admit, 19, it's not there, and it's just never going to be there. And it's okay to stop trying. It's okay to stop making an effort to bring 19 into the channel. It just doesn't belong. It doesn't fit. When I look at a map like this and compare like what I'm feeling as I drive around this map, take away the nostalgia, take away the time that I spent on this map in the past, right? Just looking at this map as a map, maybe you've never seen it before, it's the first time it's going to be on the channel, and compare it to 19 and anything that you like think or or see or feel when you look at a 19 map. It doesn't even compare. I think it's okay to let 19 go now. Let's stick with 17. Right, this is the dairy, and we've got pits out here. Shed right there, naturally. More vehicle storage, and we may try to break this up where we have, obviously we'll have things like our food mixer out here, but we may have grass and hay specific tools and implements out this way. Right, and I want to say the cows spawn more or less all throughout this area. But we're not going to, I don't think we're going to mow this. Yeah, we can mow this one, other side of this fence. Oh, that's cool. Little electric fence. Beautiful. This one we can mow. Do we own it? Yeah, I think we own this one as part of the dairy. Yeah, let's take a closer look. I think we own this one. Yep. Oh, and that's the that's our apple sell point, just to that side right there. Yep, that's our apple sell point there. So that's more or less it. I'm trying to think of any other areas of the map that I have not shown you. Let me see. We saw. Yep, we passed the milk cell. We passed the lime and fert dealer on the way up here. Yep, we came through there. Drove out to the sell point to the east. We saw the farm itself, and then we just made a loop up here. Yeah, I think we can call it. What do you think of this map? Let's do a series on it. I think I'm going to uninstall. I know I'm going to uninstall 19, so there won't be any more of the Valley, the old farm. If you were into that map, I do apologize. No disrespect intended, but to me, 17 is where it's at. We just need to get back to it and admit that 19. I have to. You can do what you want. I'm not telling you what your favorite farm sim is, but for me personally, 19 is it's just not working. All right, there you have it. So we'll do Western Shore and Agri OC. Those will be our maps for the foreseeable future, and we'll see where things go after that. That's all I got, folks. Thanks for stopping back to check out the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for our first episode of Agri OC FS17. See you next time. Take care now.